The 5-2 working together on your own, we're going to be looking first at filling out a service charge on a check stub. So it says on April 30th, we received this bank statement and we'd like to fill out the service charge on check stub number 119. So if I'm taking a look at the information we got on our bank statement, here is our bank service charge. It's $15. So the service charge is always going to go under the other category. So we have to describe what it is and how much. So service charge $15 would go there. And because I have no other things in this box, the total of these two lines is $15. So my amount's going to go there. The other boxes that I need to fill in are the balance brought forward, and then I need to do some math for the subtotals. So for the balance brought forward, I need to find that in my bank statement. So the balance brought forward is always going to be this checkbook balance on 119. So the 3606, that's my balance brought forward. So if I go down here, I've got 3606, that's what I started with. I'm not depositing anything, so I'm adding 0 to that. So my subtotal was 3606. And now I've got to figure out my subtotal after the service charge. So a service charge is just like we're paying money out with a check or with cash. So I'm going to be subtracting. So if I grab my calculator and do $3,606 minus 15, at the end of this service charge, I should have $35.91. And that would be how I would fill out my check stub for my service charge. And now I'm going to journalize that service charge. So the date is April 30th. And then it says that my service charge again was $15 and I'm using memorandum 84. So I can drop in memorandum 84. Remember, service charges is like paying with a check, which is like paying with cash. So if I pay cash, that's decreasing, and that's going to be a credit of $15. If I have a credit, I need to have a debit. And the account that we'll use for any sort of service charge or bank charge will be miscellaneous expense. So that takes care of journalizing my service charge. And now I'm looking at reconciling the entire bank statement to my records. The way I like to do this is I just like to go line by line and plunk it in. So the first line says bank statement balance 3184. So I'm going to go to my reconciliation sheet and I'm going to look for my bank statement balance. And here's the box that says balance on bank statement. And I'm going to drop in 3184 onto that line. And now I'm going to go and I'm going to check the next thing. It says service charge $15. I'm going to highlight it to know that I'm done with it. I'm going to find the box that talks about service charges. So here's the box that says bank charges. And now I'm going to write what type of charge. So it's a service charge. It was $15. And now, if I look at this box, it's the only thing, it wants to know the total bank charges. So the total of this box is $15. So I can drop that $15 right there. Okay. Next, I have outstanding deposits. I've got one on April 29th for $360 and on April 30th for $510. So here's my outstanding deposits box, and let's do the April 29th for $360 first. So the first one is April 29th. And it was $360. Then I had April 30th, and that was $510. And I'm just highlighting so I know that I've done it. So now I'll drop in $510. And this line is asking for the total outstanding deposits. So I'm going to take both of these amounts, or whatever amounts I have in this box, and I'm going to total that box. So 360 plus 510 means the total of my outstanding deposits is 870. 870. So I can drop that in that box. Okay, I have 3 outstanding checks. Number 15 for $70. So here's where it says outstanding checks. So I've got number 115. That was $70. Then I've got number 117 for $313. So 117 is $313. And now I've got 118 for $80. So 118 for $80. And this is asking for the total outstanding checks. So I'm going to take anything in this box and I'm going to add that together to get my numbers. So 70 plus 313 plus 80. So 463 is my total of this outstanding checks box. So 463. Here we go. And now it says checkbook balance on check stub number 119. That's my last thing I need to fill out. 3,606. So here's where it says balance on check stub, and the check stub number was 119. So 119, and then it was 3,606. So now that I've filled in all of the information they've given us, the last thing I need to do is make sure that I actually fill in the date. So it says use April 30th of the current year. So I forgot that. Let's go back. Now that I have all of the information filled in, I'm going to be doing some math. So I'm taking this column and I am figuring out what the adjusted check stub balance is. It tells me over here that I'm going to deduct or subtract. So 3,606 deduct, which is minus my total service charges. So 3,606 minus 15 is 3,591. So my adjusted balance, 3,591. Okay. I'm going down in a line again. So I'm going to take 3,184, and this says add outstanding deposits. So plus the total of my deposits was 870. So plus 870 means I'm at a subtotal of 4,054 right now. And then I'm going to take 4,054 and deduct or subtract outstanding checks. So minus 463, and I'm at 3,591. And as long as I have these two adjusted balances as the same number, I know that I've done it right, because the whole point of reconciliation is that they equal, the bank equals what you have. So these two numbers are the same. That means I'm good.